Thanks, Russ. Good morning.
Good morning.
Certainly it's good to see you guys. A lot of faces I haven't seen in a while. It's good to be back in the building. Haven't been here since the spring, and it's also good to have the opportunity to speak with you guys about everyone's favorite topic, giving away your money. I don't want to get off on a tangent, but Elizabeth, I still call her Miss Wilkins, told me she gets really nervous when she has to come up here and do this. But I told her it's all right. I'm used to not speaking until I've asked for people's money. So anyway, Don asked me if I would come share my answer to the question we all have been asked as a congregation, and that is, why do you pledge to this church? When I sat down to compose my thoughts about that and get my wife Sarah's thoughts about that, we kind of circled back around to a three-tiered answer. Some recurring themes developed there, and we pledged to this church for three, I guess, broad reasons that encompass a lot of underlying support. And that is because of our children, because when we come to this church and we're actively engaged in the church, we find this to be a place of positivity and inspiration. And we also feel that we are obligated to give to the church so our mission and work can continue. Our children it's very important to us that our children are instilled with Christian values so they can develop a moral compass to hopefully help them navigate life's journeys and make positive impacts on the way through leadership and good works. And we undoubtedly feel that this is the place for our children to learn those things. We are very fortunate to have Russ and Eva in our church. We have a tremendous youth leadership and Christian program. And through our members, our youth are also provided with wonderful opportunities to learn about outreach and service at a young age. And we need money to continue to develop and continue that work. And when I talked about this place being a source of positivity and inspiration, the youth, you see that's part of that. But it also comes from a variety of other sources. We're frequently inspired on the Sunday worship, Mike's message, Mark's music, and Russ's interaction with the children and the other contributions members of this church make. But we're also greatly inspired by the great works and leadership from you all, the congregation, and watching those things be put out in the community and providing positivity and hope to everyone that's touched by those. And some examples, if you want to refill your tank, I strongly encourage you to participate in the breakfast ministry. Get in touch with Sarah Good. That has been a tremendous program especially during this pandemic. And as Russ mentioned, we got the Habitat build coming up. I've personally participated in those. And it certainly is a way to see our church get out in the community and make positive impacts. And finally, we feel obligated to pledge and give our money to the church because to whom much is given, much is required, and this church gives us, and I know you all feel the same way, so much. I mean, we have a beautiful place of worship. I've talked about the ministries, and we have an excellent and talented staff. And that's why we want to urge everyone and challenge everyone to pledge and give as much as they can so this can continue to be such a great place. And I want to end on this. As I mentioned, we haven't been back here in the church since the spring. And sometimes when you're absent, out of sight, out of mind kind of kicks in. And I know a lot of people are in the same boat. And what I don't want to see happen is because we may not be able to get together as much as in the past, and who knows when that'll resume. But I don't want to see this church get complacent. Complacent is the enemy of success. It's the enemy of progress. And just because we may not be all together in the same place doesn't mean the church work is not continuing. And we hope to continue that, and we need dollars to do it. So I challenge you to meet the challenge put forth by the Stewardship Committee and donate as much as you can during these challenging times. Thank you.